You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
So the video that you're going to see has to do with Black Americans, but I want to just bring up some stats that will further reflect on what it is that the video is about. Highest paternity frauds: 25% of Jamaican men have been a victim of paternity fraud at least once. 25% of Jamaican men being a victim of paternity fraud at least once. A government member of parliament, or the MP, has suggested a mandatory DNA paternity test may be the solution to the problem. A 2019 report by Polygenics Consulting, a Jamaican company which offers DNA testing, indicate that all of the paternity tests that the company has conducted since 2015, 70% were not the father. Quote, when men discover that a child is a jacket, the normative reaction is one of violence or aggression towards the partner in a setting where it, getting a jacket, is as popular as 1 in 5. Why would you want to expose all the actors through a national policy? He also revealed that his studies and research have shown that paternity fraud has been the second leading cause of murder and erasure among intimate partners in Jamaica. Quote, if you increase the triggers of sensitivities around paternity fraud, you will consequently increase the level of violence.
What's up is why you've been lying to me for 11 years, telling me that DJ is my real son. Why you been lying to me?
What I've been lying about?
I got a DNA test done.
A DNA saying what?
Saying that he's not my son.
Let me see this DNA test.
You don't need to see it. I saw it.
How DNA test gonna say?
How you gonna be lying to me for 11 years? Why would you do that to me?
Where's the lie?
The lie is you. You are the lie. You have been lying to me for 11 years, having me believe that my son that I've been raising for 11 years is not really my son. Like, how could you do that to me? Like, what can you say for yourself right now?
What made you get a DNA test?
Because I went through your phone.
And why?
Talking about me, laughing and bragging, telling your friends that I have no idea that he's really not my son. So I went and got a DNA test done. Like, you think I'm stupid or something? Like, how could you do this to me?
You know what?
What? You care more about me going through your phone than you lying to me about my son not being mine? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? You care more about being humiliated and me finding out that our son is not really my son and that he has a different father. I sure have, because I thought he was my son. Because you've been lying to me this whole time.
What are you talking about? Does it matter?
It does matter. Are you crazy? What do you mean? That absolutely matters. Like, you don't see anything wrong with what you did? You don't see anything wrong with what you did? You've been lying to me. You've been sitting here lying to me for 11. Of course I love him, but I can't. But you guys can't stay. You can't stay here anymore.
Where we gonna go?
I don't know. It's not my problem. 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 You can't stay here. You can't stay here. You can't stay here. I don't know. It's not my problem. I did my job. I did my job. I did my job as a dad. I did my job as a dad. You can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Both y'all can't stay anymore. No, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Y'all can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get y'all house. Y'all gotta go. I can't deal with it. I'm putting y'all out. Yes.
Who's gonna put
I'm gonna put you out.
How?
I'm gonna put you out. I will pack your bags myself and put you out of here. I will pack your bags. Y'all can't stay here. You gotta go. You lied to me. You lied to me. You lied to me for 11 years. For 11 years straight, you lied to me, having me believe that he's my son. No, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta get up out of here. You gotta get up out of here. No, I can't look at you. I can't look at. No, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. No, before I do something crazy, I'm gonna regret. No. Yes. You lied to me. You lied.
Also, before we get started, y'all can find me in the comment section if you want to, but at no point in time was this father in the wrong for putting both of them out. They are no longer his responsibility. It don't matter how long he was in a child's life. It don't matter how long they were living there. It don't matter if that child only knows him as the father. He has every single right to be in his feelings, to feel exactly how he feels, irregardless of how it is that everybody else wants to say, "Oh no, you should still be a man. You should still take care of the child. The mother is wrong, but two wrongs don't make a right." Nah, 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 nah. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, the people talking, they would be acting vastly different. They would take this to the most drastic of the most drastic means, which would be actually life altering to somebody's life. As he stated before, I need you to get up out the house before I do something that I regret. If a man ever at a point in time has to say that once, make sure that he only has to say that once. Don't make it repeat itself. All right, so to the people that might just pull up to the scene like y'all normally do, oh, this is fake. How do we even know that this is even real? People do things for social media and yada yada yada. If that's all you got to add, please just shut up. Because you don't have nothing to add to the conversation, right? So, anyways, the reason why I read off a lot of those stats is because you have things like this in the United States that happen, especially to black men, especially. And that's the main thing that a lot of people don't want to talk about. A lot of people don't want to talk about the fact that women have the power to literally go out here and be with multiple guys, and then when she figures that the multiple guys are the wrong selections, but yet she ended up pregnant, she'll go back to that one guy that was the decent guy and make it seem as though he was the one that got her pregnant, right? Making him believe that he is the father and all of these other things, right? Women have very great, timing with a lot of things. They can figure out stuff, right? Guys, for all intents and purposes, are stupid. We will tend to give a lot of blind faith and trust directly over to women. And because of this is why you have instances like this. Again, I'm speaking as truthful as I can as a man who has gone through this in his younger years, right? Luckily, I didn't have to wait 11 years in order to actually find out the truth. It wasn't anything like that. It was pretty much as soon as the child was born, there was a test that was automatically done within that year, right? And here we are today, right? And again, this is why I do the videos that I do, so that I can put my experience, the things that I've gone through in life, so that other men and other young men don't have to go through that same type of hurt and that pain. And another thing that a lot of women don't understand is that whenever women do this, this breeds a lot of hatred. This breeds a lot of loathing, um, distrusting in women, because let me tell you, stuff like this will automatically I'm sorry, not make, it'll break a man's perception of what a woman is. Because no matter what other women are out here doing, you could have the most positive of positive women that ain't never done nothing wrong to nobody. Because that one woman did something like that, that is so life changing and life altering to a man, his perception is going to be forever broken. There's really not going to be anything that's going to be able to heal that, because you have to, you know, really trust somebody in order to blindly, believe them. When I listen to this video and I listen to other videos, I can hear the hurt in a man's voice. He's still he's hurt and he's distraught, but he's still trying to hold that face together so that he doesn't show that weakness. Because the moment in time that you as a man decide that you want to show some type of emotion at your weakest moment, that's when you know women will flip the tables. That's when they will start going on the attack, and they'll start getting on you for being emotional and what you crying for and da 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 and all this other type of stuff. Because I can tell you, I can listen to that woman's voice. She's that type that is as venomous as they come. You heard what it is that she stated. She was like, "What would make you get a DNA test? Like, why did you go through my phone?" And he sat up there and told her, the reasons why, and she says she wanted to see the DNA test. What you got to see the DNA test for? You should know who the father is. Notice how when he brought that up and she said that she needed to see it. If you are the woman that slept with this man, why would you need a DNA test in order to validate what it is that you state that you know? If you got to see the DNA test, that means that you know who the actual father is. And then she moved past that because you heard her release that sigh, because that's the sound of somebody getting caught. That's the sound of the jig is up, right? And then she moved on to the, oh, but you love him though, right? You know you his father. Why does it even matter? That's the classic thing that you hear a lot of women state once they get caught and the road is about to come to an end. And this is the other thing that I want black families to stop doing. The moment in time that a guy gets a DNA test done and he finds out that he is not the father of that child, please stop sitting up there telling this dude that, yo, you still got to be a man, even though it's not your child. He the only one that you know. And yeah, no, 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 no. Like I said, it's real easy for people who are not in that circumstance, who is not sitting in that seat, to sit up there and say what it is that a man should do. This man sat up there and took care of that child that is not his for 11 years on the belief, on the faith, the blind faith that she was telling the truth that this is his child. And it's not. Just imagine how many black families and households would be broken up at this moment in time if all of the families out here were to go get DNA tests. Just imagine. Just imagine. And this is the reason why a lot of women don't like DNA tests. Because you will find out that a lot of women out here are liars. They're very great liars. I'm talking about Oscar. I'm talking about Academy type liars. And this is when I specifically talk about this as well, when I state that women out here will pick certain types of guys, right? Just like I always sit up there and say that, yo, you got a lot of black women out here that will pick the wrong types of guys. A lot of black women who know that they live the wrong type of way, they'll pick the right types of guys in order to accept them and their problems and their lies. Case in point, the video that you were able to see. Out of all the guys that she could have tried to pin this on and lie to, she picked the right one. She picked the nice guy. She picked the guy that wanted to be a father, that wanted to be in a child's life, that wanted to, have that relationship, that wanted to have that nuclear type of family. He wanted to give that child a chance, more than likely, maybe something that he did not initially get a chance to have. And now, because of the lie of that woman, now that child just lost that. But I promise you, when it comes up to the child asking the question, hey, mom, how come we got put out? How come, dad isn't, why is he so angry? Why is she, what she's going to do? She's not going to tell the truth. She's going to lie. And you know what the lie is going to be? It's the black man's fault. It's your father's fault. It's your daddy's fault. He's acting this type of way. She's probably going to lie and sit up there and say that, oh, he out here cheating. He out here, sleeping with multiple women. He gonna move somebody else in. Da, da, da. She's going to paint all of these lies, all of these stories in order to save face, versus telling her son the actual truth of the type of woman that she actually is. And just think about, now, remember the stats that I gave to you earlier. Now, just think about how many black men in America are fathering a child thinking that it's theirs and it's not. And these women are just sitting up there in that house, in that apartment, in that marriage. And they know the truth. And they're willing to keep up that facade, to keep up that lie up until far after they're gone, because they don't want to take accountability, responsibility for their actions.